YouTube, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it may be for you during this time of watching this video. Chris here again with another one, and of course, it's a pretty special one. This is going to be the first kind of sponsorship video I have in regards to the fitness related portion of this channel. So without further ado, I want to give a big thank you to HVO for sending out a handy dandy preacher curl machine. This is something that I've been looking for to kind of complete my home gym. So with this, we'll have a small footprint, do everything I need to do, hopefully, fingers crossed. So all I gotta do is I'm gonna go ahead, unbox this thing, do a good review for you guys, an honest review, and then basically, yeah, just showcase what this product is. So here it is, right? The Preacher Curl. They sent over the black and red. This is obviously able to have the black on black, but we'll see how it works. And if you guys have been watching for a while, you already know if I'm on the other side of this car, odds are I'm grabbing the knife. Just always feels more fun when you got a heavy duty knife to use. But yeah, here is the box itself. It was pretty heavy getting this in the garage, just as a good heads up. But that is what you can expect to see today. Looks like they have a black, and they sent me out a black and red, which is okay. I have black and green theming, but I can, there's some red over there on the wall, red with the safeties. It'll be perfectly fine. So I'm super excited. This took about, actually right on a week to get here, FedEx ground. So shipping already, I would say, is an A+. All right, let's see what we got. A lot of cardboard so far. Looks like a resistance band. Here is your preacher pad itself. Set of robust instructions, hardware, more supporting brackets. Alright, so there is the unboxing. So at first glance, it looks like it probably could have been protected a little bit better. I haven't undone the bubble wrap, so time will tell if it actually damaged anything. I think it was packed in there tight enough that where shipping shouldn't be damaging your product. Alright, so bubble wrap was around everything. I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. Cardboard was limited. I didn't see any foam in there, so packaging probably could be a little bit better, but at the end of the day, if the product isn't damaged, I think we're A-okay. So I'm gonna go ahead, get everything all nice and laid out, take the bubble wrap off, inspect everything, and give you my review on the packaging segment. Alright, seat pads, no rips or tears, so that's good. Alright, one of your main supports, doesn't look beat up, no scratches that I can see. Looks pretty good, good job. And like always, once all the bubble wrap and cardboard boxes, all that stuff is away, it looks a lot less intimidating. So here are all the parts. Let's go ahead and get on to the install. So I briefly just skimmed through the instructions. This looks pretty straightforward, and there's really only like 7 steps to go through, but everything is nicely labeled. So there's like your parts list there, and then they call it out on these engineering drawings. Pretty self-explanatory to where anybody can do this. So here's step 1. I'm not going to bore you with all the setup instructions. Just know I'm going to follow this to the T. If I see anything abnormal, I will let you know. But step 1, that's pretty much the bulk of everything already, and that was only 3 parts. That was the main sub piece, second sub piece, and this bar is going to go through the middle, goes through with the call outs as mentioned, and like I said, they're all clearly labeled on what they are. Let me see if, yeah, all clearly labeled. Comes with the tools too as well. If you want to use those, they're there available to go ahead and build everything as you receive the product, or you can go ahead and use your own tools. I'm going to use my own just to save some time, but they do provide everything required to go ahead and build their preacher curl. And I do bring up the tooling piece because that is an important aspect that I would want to know during a review video, is does it have everything needed and required to build their product? So good job HVO on providing those tools for everybody. So like I said, I will do installation step 1 with you guys. It's kind of like building a Lego, how they have everything. They got all your pieces here. You can refer back to the front. They have everything marked and labeled how they call it. There's your parts list that you can refer back to. And here is their build out. Simple instructions there at the top. And then a nice drawing diagram of everything. I have all the parts pulled out right now. So here's our bolt stacked up with the washer. Our attaching bracket's going to go against this face. And then washer nut on the other side. This bar goes through here. And there's the associated hardware exactly as pictured. And then, like I said, if you want to, you can use their supplied tools or get your own. So let's go ahead and get that bolted up together. I will say, after everything I've built in the past, these instructions are by far pretty superior. And what you just saw, this bar, this is going to be for your resistant bands. So we'll get into that later. I'm going to keep everything just hand tight for now until I get everything put together. That way, if things need to be moved or adjusted, we can do so freely. At the end, we'll go ahead and tighten everything down. So step 1 and 2, we're getting the assembly together. Step 3 is going to be getting all your seat cushions all set up, followed by step 4, your handles. Step 5, your preacher cushion. And then step 6, getting these little barbell holders into place. And 7 is tightening everything down. So let's go ahead and take it home, and I'll see you when it's all complete. And just like that, that's it for hardware. The rest is basically those 2 bands. I got the 2 holders for the barbell, and they got some clamps, some pins, and some more adjusters in here. Pretty straightforward install. Let's go ahead and throw these barbell holders in. Alright, the floor is empty. Preacher Curl Machine is installed. Just gotta tighten it down. And believe it or not, this is my first set of resistant bands. So shout out to HVO for actually including those. I think it comes with the machine anyways, but that's pretty cool. I don't know what resistance poundage, I don't know how you say it. I don't know how much those are, but curling just to play around, it probably felt about like probably 10 pounds each. Yeah, let's go ahead and tighten these down. I'll tell you what tools, what sizes you'll need for that if you go ahead and opt for that option as well. Since I'm a car guy, I love my impacts. For today, you're gonna need an 11/16. All right, so let's go ahead and break down everything so far. So packaging, delivery, all of that, I give it an A+, no damages, came here quick and easy. As far as the install, I'll also give that an A+. Instructions were very clear. Everything was as advertised and broke it down pretty Barney style, where even a person like a Marine like me can figure it out. So far so good. Next thing we're gonna go ahead and do is review some of its functions on here and see how versatile this thing actually is. So first things first, I really like the footprint of this. Don't ask me the dimensions. You can check that in the link below where I'll link this thing where you can go ahead and buy one. But it is pretty small and you can get a lot for your floor space. Now the other couple things that are pretty cool on here is these barbell storage. They are adjustable. It goes up pretty high and pretty low. So here's the lowest setting right here. There's your lowest setting, and that would be your highest setting. So pretty good there. Just a basic little turn knob. You have your resistance pegs that you can put on, as I showed you before. This has your 2-inch and your 1-inch. So there's that going for you. Alright, so the seat is pretty adjustable. It allows for 6 different heights. You go all the way up as high as that, or all the way as low as here. Find your adjustment, go ahead and twist your knob down, and that's where you're going to be seated. Now, this seat also slides back and forth as well, which is I think is a pretty good premium. You can slide all the way back if you're bigger, a little forward if you're smaller, and this is just on a guided rail, so you can pretty much pinpoint where you want it to be. You just want to make sure these are tightened down all the way, and that's pretty good. Over here, this is your cell phone little holder. Let's see, I have a little S24, I believe, and this fits perfectly in here, so it's not going to go anywhere. Good little place to put your phone if you record your sets and whatnot. Moving up here to the preacher pad itself. This is pretty handy. I believe there's 5 different heights you can go to. Yeah, it does go pretty high. I mean, nobody's that tall, you know, so nice little adjustments. And last but not least, the sturdiness check. I think this is pretty sturdy for what it is. This really hasn't missed on what it's meant to be, which is your preacher curl. Has everything I really need. Now, one thing I do want to add are these barbell pads. This is like a hard rubber plastic, which is comparable to my rep safeties. So this is pretty much like identical. Alright, so I got my lovely assistant here, this is Heather. Anyway, she's demonstrating the preacher curl itself. So keep in mind, so my wife, she is 5'2". 5'1"? Well, there you go, 5'1". So she has no issue doing that. So thanks for the demonstration. Alright, next up is the deadlift. Or shoulder shrugs, whatever you want to use it for. I'll probably be using it for shoulder shrugs. So you easily pull out the pin, set it down like here, and now you have a straight bar and you can perform deadlifts. Alright, so I'll demonstrate the deadlift portion. I'm probably going to end up using it for shrugs. It's pretty sturdy and durable, but a couple different hinging movements you can do. Overhand, you go underhand, or like I said, you can do it for basic shrugs, which is what I'm going to be doing. But go ahead, feel free to use your imagination. If you're a home gym owner, that's probably something you're accustomed to anyways. And one big main key component that I absolutely love is this fits my easy bar curl. So I can hit the different angles, because the preacher curl that comes here, as you can see, it's just your standard straight across. You can't really hit the angles, but this has enough room to slide your plates on each end and be fine. I believe this is a 47-inch bar, so I'm completely happy with that. And then obviously you can do your dumbbell preacher curls there as well. So high functionality, a lot of adjustments can be made on here. It's pretty sturdy. And then all the pads, the seat pad, this preacher pad, it's very reputable to, or comparable to like Rit Fit. So if you're aware of like Rit Fit, basically about the same type of standard that you can expect. Alright, well there you have it. That's a wrap up for today's review on the HVO Preacher Curl Machine. We went over the packaging and delivery, the assembly, the instructions, review of the different functions on here, how versatile it is, the adjustments on the seats. It can hold your barbells, it can hold pretty much all your weights that you have in your garage gym, resistant band training, you name it, shrugs. So this is a pretty good bang for your buck. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, lets me know you guys care. I did a good job, well done. And if you guys are interested in this product, again, thank you to HVO for sending this out. I will link this down in the description box below, where you can go ahead and take a look at it. If there's something you guys want, something that's small and compact in your garage gym, it hits everything. It actually works well beyond what I thought it was capable of, so I'm pretty happy. So other than that, just want to say thanks for watching. Never live your life in idle, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Oh, lastly, let's do a little fit check. I actually just want to see if it can fit a standard 45-pound plate. Looks a little tight. Let's see. So like most of you probably have, here is a standard barbell. Let's see if it fits on here. And that it does. Here are 2 standard 45-pound plates, resistant bands, clips, the whole 9. built pretty sturdy and it's not going anywhere. Let me go ahead and try to curl this. I know that's way heavy, but let's just see what the feel like weight is. Yep, that's an epic fail. But as you can see, I'm firmly planted in here. That's 90 pounds right there with the resistant bands. So if you're going heavier than that, congratulations to you, but this is pretty sturdy. Don't see it going anywhere.